Now, we all know that the Australians, us Australians, produce the best race callers in the world, and I've got two of them right next to me, in Janes Van De Maat and Dan Hibbard, the boy from Shepparton, who about 3 or 4 years ago was calling the Shepparton trials and the trots, and now he's calling our greatest race. Hello to you, Dan, and happy birthday, by the way. Happy 21st.
Again, 21st again. Yes. Thanks, Gareth. Yeah, I've been very fortunate in my calling journey. I don't think there's any callers out there that could have a story like mine. No. So I've been very, very fortunate and, loving every minute of it. Yeah,
do you have to pinch yourself? This is your third cup now, isn't it?
Third cup this year, and it's obviously all the ones in the Dream Chasers this year. So it's awesome. Absolutely loving it, and it's the best job in the world.
Do you get nervous? James, you've called a Melbourne Cup as well. What do you feel on a night like this? I'll ask you first and then you, Dan.
Yeah, look, I do get nervous. I don't think Dan gets as nervous as I do, but everybody's different. I think everybody prepares differently. And I'll say from my perspective, as soon as I heard Daniel Hibbard call the race, I spoke to the guys at RSN and I said, this is a legit good caller. From my knowledge, what I've seen, you just came into the role, Dan, and I know a lot of people, they become race callers. It's like a transition period. It's like an apprenticeship, and somehow this man here just fast-tracked that and just went bang. You just worked it out straight away.
Yeah, I used to sit at home and dream of doing a job like this, but I was pretty realistic in that it was a very niche market and there wasn't many jobs around. But with a lot of racing, a lot more racing now than what there was years ago, there's more opportunity, and I was very fortunate to get my opportunity at the trials at Shepparton, and that led to calling trots and then calling the dogs, and haven't looked back.
So the different codes, they tell me, depending on what caller I ask, they say that, and I think the majority of the broadcasters say that the dogs is the toughest code to call. Would you say that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you don't have time to think, and you can't plan anything. You've just basically got to see it and say it. Whatever happens out on the track is.
That'd be dangerous for me.
yeah. So whatever happens on the track, you've just got to know your dogs, know your names. And anything happens. It's not like it's not like the trots or the gallops where you can sort of maybe plan a little bit. This is all unscripted, and you just don't know.
You could have a cup of tea while you call the trots.
Potentially, yeah.
Jimmy?
What I wanted to chat to our man Daniel Hibbard about was, I was just watching that vision of you calling the Speed Star, and it's a two-pronged attack, this question, Gareth. It's firstly, you seem to get really involved in the call. I noticed almost like a bit of an angry face on, a really focused face. Second question to that was, you were calling the Speed Star. What's been the highlight for you? I know you've called a Melbourne Cup. Was it Koblenz? Was it last year's Melbourne Cup? Has there been a highlight? Two-pronged question.
Oh, there's a couple of really good races. The Melbourne Cups are obviously special, but last year's Bold Treese was probably one of those races that you just dream of. And to have a finish like we did have was just awesome. And with Stagger Out Lee, but I mean, there's a lot of races. I mean, I had one last night. I had a dog race at the Meadows on a Friday night, and there was half a length between 6 of them. Yeah. So it's there's so many good races, and I've been very fortunate to call Wow She's Fast here a lot. And I have really thoroughly enjoyed having her, and I'm glad she's back for one more run tonight.
The angry face, though?
The angry face?
That'll be out tonight.
I do. Well, I don't know if I get angry, but I get enthused is probably the word.
So basically, when you came along, so did Well She's Fast.
Yep.
Now, if Mrs. Hibbert left you, which she won't because it's your
birthday.
Just got
married.
Oh yeah, you'd probably leave her for Well She's Fast.
Oh, I don't think I could do that.
No, but you love you love Well She's Fast.
I do love.
I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, she's one of the greatest that I've ever seen, and her performances, particularly here at Sandown, have been astronomical. And she went through a period where she was just basically unbeatable, and I hope she runs really well tonight. I really do.
I reckon she will. James is declaring her, but there's nothing better when a champion, she hasn't got her back against the wall because she never will, but she had her first run in 6 months the other night, and she was down the track. She's trialled since, but the sport needs her. She's the queen of the track, and she's the biggest name. It will bring the house down if she can jump to the front and D. Hibbert's calling her down the back.
Yes, I might get a touch excited, I think, if she's out in front particularly, or even if she's coming from behind. I mean, that would be awesome too, but I'm just hoping she runs a really big race.
You're a really passionate caller,
and
you seem to have favourites. Hector Foley's one who springs to mind,
Yes.
Hawley. The other one being Wow She's Fast. Could you seed your top 3 greyhounds, Daniel Hibbert's favourite top 3 greyhounds for me? I reckon it's Wow She's Fast, Hector Foley and then some.
We've just got the trifecta right because,
Yeah.
it's Wow She's Fast. Hector Foley's also. He's so good to call over the 600 here because sometimes he doesn't get the start right and sometimes he does, but his speed through those middle sections is just awesome.
Yep.
And Yachi Bales, he's just unbelievable to call as well because, as you said with Lisa, gets back and charges home.
Now, James was just doing a few Phantom race calls last week when I was listening to them, watching the coverage. Manifestation, I'm big on that these days. And we just had Marty Hallinan on the show. And I said to Marty, next time you've got a superstar zipping greyhound, Kelsey Brown's just joined our team and he's going to call one of the dogs Zipping Kelsey. Can you give us a 5-dog race with your 3 or the 4-dog race with the favourite dogs you just mentioned? And can you have Kelsey
Zipping
winning?
Kelsey?
Yeah, Zipping Kelsey in the Melbourne Cup next year.
You want to call?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, she's fast in front.
Well, she's got to.
Yep. Hector Foley out the back.
Well, she's fast as off the back straight. She leads out by 3 lengths. Coming hard was Yachi Bale. Trying to run on now was Zipping Kelsey. It's Wow She's Fast in front. Zipping Kelsey's coming.
Get up.
At a rate of knots, but Wow She's Fast just.
No!
Wow She's Fast just beat Kelsey Brown.
You can't do that to us. You can't do that,
Oh,
Danny.
he's going to beat it by a nose. By a nose.
Yeah, by a nose.
TV, though. Kelsey should have
No,
won,
he's got. Would you believe he's got the photo wrong and Kelsey's got it. Zipping Kelsey. Hey, Dan, good calling. Hey, you're an inspiration to everybody. You're following your dream. You never gave up, mate.
No,
you were
that's
so
exactly right.
resilient.
Yep.
And I love that, mate. So well done and enjoy tonight.
Thank you, mate.